Hey everyone, it's Jen. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I have I have one project share for Scrap Diva Designs, and this is for the Armoire Tag die set that was just released in January. And there are some really great projects on the website. If you go to the product page, which I will link down below, you can see all the examples that design team members have made down below. And if you choose to place an order, I would love it if you'd use my referral link, which I will put down below. That will take you to the website. And if you place an order through that, I do get a commission, which doesn't affect your costs, but it does help me out and my channel. So thank you so much to everybody who uses that. Don't forget to use my coupon code, which is Strawberry Cream, at checkout to save 10%. So let's get on with the project share. So this Armoire Tag die set is huge, as you can see. And if you want to use it in like a standard die cutting machine, it just fits on the plates. But if you have extended plates, that would be better. I do have a Big Shot Plus, which is a wider and longer Sizzix, so I had no problem with it. But I did, put it on my standard plate, and it just barely fits. So you can use it with that. So these are the pieces that it comes with. It comes with this main piece, and this cuts out doors for the armoire, which have, there's a slit that cuts in between, and it doesn't cut right at the top and right at the bottom, and all you have to do is snip those apart, just so if you want to snip them apart, which is simple to do. And then the doors fold open. And then these do not cut out the drawers, but I did see some design team members made like 3D drawers, so you can check that out. In my project I did not, but it does emboss lines, so for the layering pieces, which are these, it makes it really easy to show you where to put them. So you can either just put the frames on top of the armoire or cut out inserts for the door, which is what I did. And then it comes with a couple of different flourishes you could put on the top, and then some handles, and then a circle you could use for knobs for the doors. I didn't do that, but you can do that. And then there is a background piece too. So if you wanted to put this, cut this out of different paper, cut this out of a different paper, and then when you opened up the doors, you'd see a nice paper inside. So I did do that. I actually made a recipe book with this, and my inspiration was this piece of ephemera from Simple Stories. So this comes from a line called What's Cookin', and this came out last year, I believe. Yeah, 2023. So I had bought a few pieces of this line, and I was waiting for the right project to use them on, and this was perfect for me. I just love how pretty and retro the colors are. And then there's a mixer on the inside, and or cake stands, and a scale, and a little dish of pumpkins. It's kind of like a fall collection. There are a few mentions of fall, but I didn't use them in my project. I just wanted to make mine an all-season kind of recipe book. So I wanted to show you my inspiration piece. I did use some of the ephemera from there. I have the collection kit as well, and I also have the chipboard stickers, so I used some of those in my project. So this is the recipe book that I made, and as you can see, it's nice and big. So I made it similar to my inspiration piece. Of course, the papers are a little bit different, but it has the same kind of feel with the colors and with everything inside, which I will show you. So what I did to make it into a recipe book was I made several different pages, and I layered them with chipboard and then pattern paper on either side, so every page is nice and sturdy. For the inside of the tag, it's called a tag because you can, when you open this up, you can put like to or from, or to and from, or whatever you want to put inside. But I just made mine look like the inside of like a kitchen cabinet. So I added a piece of like wood paper in between, and then just glued on some ephemera that came with the dice or with the collection. And then I added some Lawn Fawn clear glaze on parts of it to make them a little bit shiny. On the inside of the doors, I added some more ephemera as well, and I think it's so cute and vintagey looking. And then for the drawers, I just tucked in a little piece of ephemera here, some measuring spoons, and then these are some chipboard stickers that I glued onto the bottom of the recipe book. And then I double layered the flourish at the top. I cut it out of brown paper and this pretty teal color, and just offset them a little bit just to give it a little bit of depth. And then I used my crocodile to punch holes and to add eyelets. And if you're not sure how to use your crocodile, I have a tutorial in my tutorial playlist of how to use it. So, check that out if you're, looking for help on how to use your crocodile the correct way. And I added a binder ring to connect all of the pages, and I will show you the recipes inside. So like I said, when you do die cut the doors, it's joined a little bit here. Just use your scissors to cut that apart. And then I did use a piece of foam board to layer it up as well, just to give it a little bit of depth, and I just cut out the inside part so there would be room for the ephemera. So that is my first page, or the cover of the recipe book. And then on the inside, I have a recipe on the right side page, and then on the left side page, I just have some ephemera or cut aparts or something like that. And the good thing about this little recipe book is when you turn the page over, you can stand it up. So then when you're making these recipes, you could just leave them on your counter and then read the recipes. So I liked how that came out. So this recipe here is for caramel pecan bars, and this is a recipe that I've been making for years for Christmas time for my family, and it's always one of everybody's favorite cookies. So it was actually originally, when I got the recipe, it was from a newspaper recipe, when people send in their recipes. And then I kind of tweaked it. I changed the nuts. I changed some other things about it. So this is my recipe. And actually, I sent this in to Gooseberry Patch, and they printed it in one of their cookbooks too. So that's that recipe. And you could see all the pretty vintage looking like chipboard stickers and the paper that I used, vintage looking eyelet too. These are all We Are Memory Keepers eyelets, by the way. So that's the first recipe, and then on the other side is this cute little cut apart. The best things are always found when friends and family gather round. And I was debating whether or not to put the ephemera going, upside down or this way, but I figured if you had it standing like this, it would be nice to see it, in the right direction. So that's why I put it that way. So there's that. And then, just to tell you about the recipes, I printed them out and then used a rectangle die that is actually from Erica's 3D wallet. So this is available, I think it's still available on Scrap Diva Designs. If it is, I will link this down below. But I wanted the correct size rectangle, and this one has stitching on it too, so it was just perfect. It fit on this armoire perfectly, as you could see. So if you have that die set, then the rectangle fits beautifully. All right, so let's move on to the next recipe, and the next one is blueberry cake. This recipe here is a family recipe. My grandmother used to make this every Easter for Easter dessert. It makes a lot, so it's really good to make for a lot of people, and it's delicious. I make it now. It's not the easiest recipe to make. It looks deceptively easy by how short it is, but the dough is it's kind of fussy, but anyway, if you want to try it, this is, it's just delicious, and put vanilla ice cream on it. It's so good. And so I make it, I've made it twice before. My grandma is not with us anymore, but she, this was a family favorite for sure. So again, I use some chipboard stickers on the edges of the recipe, and then a sticker from the collection as well. On this side, I added a really cute piece of ephemera from What's Cooking, and it's got the vintage stove with all the different things on the shelves. And then this is also from that same ephemera pack. And all the papers are from What's Cooking as well. So there's that one. And then the next recipe is chocolate chip cookie pie. This is from the Nestle Toll House website. I didn't change anything about this, I don't think. I don't use walnuts. It's just not something that my family likes. We just leave the nuts out. So if you're gonna make this, I would, you know, you can do whatever you want, but I leave the walnuts out. So I love this oven mitt chipboard sticker, and I thought it went really well with this paper that I chose for the background. I used this chipboard sticker too, even though it's not chocolate chip cookie pie, it's chocolate chip cookies, so I thought it went pretty well. And the back of that one is just some of this really pretty paper that I didn't want to cover up, so I just added a piece of ephemera up at the top. So there's that one, and as you can see, they do stand very nicely if you're using it to, you know, to cook with. So then this is the last page, and is it? Yes, it's the last page, and this is lemon brownies. This is a recipe I got somewhere online. I'm not really sure. It's not my recipe, but I do make it, and it's delicious, you guys. Oh, so nice. So this is the recipe. It is some stickers again, chipboard and regular, and then on the back is this pretty brown paper with polka dots, and then this was a cut apart that I just cut down a little bit more so it would fit onto this space. So there's the last page, and then on the back I just left the chipboard blank. I actually used a thicker piece of chipboard for the back cover just to make it a little bit more sturdy, and the die cut it fine. I added my stamp on the bottom, and that's my cute little recipe book. So I wanted to let you know, if you would like a copy of these recipes, please email me at the email address written in the description box, and I will send you a PDF of all of the recipes. There's chocolate chip cookie pie, the caramel pecan bars, lemon brownies, and blueberry cake. And please feel free to use this in your recipe books, and please make the recipes. They are delicious. And that die that I use, the rectangle one from the 3D wallet, it fits fine on all four of these, so you don't have to like print out multiples of these. So again, don't leave me a comment about that. Just send me an email, okay? And that way I can reply to your email with the PDF file attached. And there's no charge or anything, just like the gingerbread cookie recipe file that a lot of you guys have requested and I've sent happily along. So I wanted to offer another one. So if you would like this PDF file, just let me know with an email, okay? And yeah, that is it. So I hope you enjoy. I had a lot of fun making this. Let me measure this. Oh, I forgot to do that. Okay, I have my ruler out and everything. So the armoire itself from top to bottom is, it's about 8 and, let me give you a good estimate here. 8 3/4 inches from top to bottom, and then side to side, it's about 3.5. So really nice size. You could do a lot with this. You can make a mini album. You could just make, you know, just like a tag, the way it's designed. You can make a 3D project. Check those out on scrapdivadesigns.com, or if you're following her on Instagram, she reposts what the design team members make, and follow the design team members too. They're so inspirational to me, and I love, you know, looking at all of the different projects that they make. But this is what I came up with. You know me, I'd love to make a recipe book out of anything, but I thought this was a really fun way to do it, especially with this as my inspiration. All right, you guys, again, my referral link is down below. I'll link the product. I will leave my coupon code as well. And don't forget email, which is in the description box, to get the recipe file. All right, you guys, I will talk to you later. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with more crafty videos. Take care. Bye.